Oh boy, last fights of the game.
So,
Well, last fights regarding the main story, anyway.
I have a question. How long have they been building this place?
Like
A while, I guess.
a week.
A week.
As far
They
as
got a
we
lot-
know, like a week.
They got a lot done in a week. Suddenly, Trump's wall doesn't seem so impossible.
Also, I love
Hey.
how they've got story-related character, story-related character, story-related character, content character. There's
It's like
there's a golf course area on the map that was clearly intended to be like a little mini area, and that this character is supposed to like hang out around. And I think it probably got cut due to time or whatever, and so she's just here. And if you
Yep.
find the Fly EMZ and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, she pops up, teaches you the dance, and then leaves. So
Finally, I have purpose.
Wow.
I want her to be in the next Mario Golf game, though. just as a random cameo.
well, if they're bringing back story mode for Mario Tennis, then I hope they do so for Mario Golf, especially.
She honestly looks like one of the more serious opponents that you'd fight in Hot Shots
Okay,
Golf.
can I just say the most obvious thing they could do with her as a golfer is actually putt the Pokeball to the arena, and they don't even do that.
They probably do it in an episode of the anime. Like, I've never
love
seen
how
it, but
she-
I'm sure they do.
I love how her idle animation for battle is her like hunkering down as if she's trying to judge a putt. Okay, but she's not looking at a ball that's on the grass. She's looking up her Pokemon's ass. So, wow, I didn't mean that to rhyme, but it did.
What's with all these random human characters in Mario Golf anyway? Suddenly they're bringing Pokemon into it. Jeez,
Hot Shots Golf? Damn it!
they're the same game. Like, I'm not even.
Yeah, they
they're,
are.
They're
But
literally
Hot
the
Shots
same
Golf
game.
predates Mario Golf. Okay. It predates Mario Golf. It was the originator of the gameplay style. And sure, yeah, the franchise is being developed by different people now, but it's the same thing. It came
So
first.
Hot Shots Golf isn't done by Camelot anymore?
No, just the first Hot Shots was done by Camelot.
Oh, okay. Huh.
It passed over to other developers after that.
So
But, it's Hot Shots Golf. It's not exactly easy to mess up, so it's usually a really good time regardless.
yeah.
Everybody's golf current gen is actually really, really good. I recommend it to anyone who's even vaguely interested in that kind of thing.
Apparently, it was always called Everybody's
Yeah.
Golf. Hot Shots Golf, which is what we call it in America.
Yeah, Hot Shots is the American regional name. Yeah.
So we've got a Story of Seasons Harvest Moon thing going on here.
yeah, pretty much. Everybody's Golf is less catchy as a title, but actually says more about the intention of the game. Because, it's supposed to be a non-involved, casual golfing experience, as opposed to, like, your PGA Tours, your golf simulation games that are all really involved in how everything works.
Not gonna lie, golf has always been my favorite arcade sport.
It's one of those things where the shortcuts that you can take when you're playing and watching even a video game version of it are actually kind of they cut down on the patience trying aspects of the actual sport. So
Well, because I've gone golfing with my dad. 95% of that is just in the cart, walking in, shooting the shit while you
following
drink,
your
while
own
you're going
ball
about
around the course, yeah.
it. Yeah.
It's also like practically impossible to get like a decent score unless if you literally practice for hours and hours and basically go pro or semi-pro. Basically, it's
If you're a subpar golfer, are you good at golf or bad?
thinking emoji.
Now, what you are is, well, you're a bogey. So, that's bad, right? I'm pretty sure it's bad.
And then you get Sonny in Mario Golf, who makes a putt from 40 yards away, even though that doesn't make any fucking sense.
That kind of shit happens in
you get-
everybody's golf all the time. There was this Japanese delinquent boy who is one of the boss encounters, and he has this special swing where he just sort of casually swats the ball one-armed, which makes no goddamn sense, but is something that you can throw on your character if you.
There better be a former hockey player in that game.
All right, dude.
That
Every
just
boss.
runs up.
Every
No, he
boss
has to run
character-
up to the tee and smack it like Happy Gilmore.
every boss character in the game is more into some other sport than golf. So you get like a sumo wrestler or a luchador
Lewis, you know what game you would like? Golf Story. It's on the Nintendo. It's the Switch eShop. It is hilarious. There's like an overworld, and one of the things you can do is you can tee up a ball anywhere, and several objectives in the game in the overworld for side quests and stuff make you have to tee up the ball and whack a ball at something in order to progress the
Where's
plot.
the what system is this on?
It's
on the
Switch eShop download title. It's hilarious. You can also play disc golf, and the disc
Interesting.
golfers are a bunch of like real like hippie elitist punks, and it's amazing.
Yeah,
and the
it's like,
mini golfers are speedrunners. It's cool.
Yeah, because like the new Everybody's Golf has a sort of overworld system too, but this one sounds more involved. The overworld system in Everybody's Golf is more in service to having an online hub.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna become the God of War.
Yeah.
Nobody's here. Just gonna take the seat. Da, 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 da,
And so, and then Conrad Veidt decided he would become champion by his own hand.
become champion of all time.
Surrounded by all this dark crystal stuff, I'm just, picturing Conrad Veidt here doing the Noctis pose from the promotional art for Versus.
And
Yeah, he needs the evil Dracula pose on that bench.
It was not by mine.
What is a
What is a Pokemon?
what?
Yeah, he's just twirling a Pokeball and then throws it on the ground and releases his next Pokemon.
So this
Wait.
is a very nice throwback to a cut content thing from Gen 1.
Yeah, the final the most powerful boss was supposed to be Professor Oak.
Yeah, but what's
Yeah,
interesting
once you-
about this fight too is that you're technically the champion at this point, and he's challenging you. So you're Gary in this situation, basically. So this is your theme song and not his, which is pretty cool in my opinion.
Yeah,
Well, I love how it starts with the actual Pokemon theme, which I don't think we've really ever seen done.
Aside from the last Pokemon theme from Gen 5, not really. No.
So
Gen 2's champion theme had essences.
It does,
in it.
yes. You're right.
So are we
Yeah.
to understand that after we beat all of the members of the Elite Four, Kukui was just, challenging them immediately after with their tired as hell Pokemon teams?
Basically, yeah. But what's also really cool is that every time you beat the Elite Four, there's a different trainer here. There's like
Yeah,
at
you,
least
you
10
can get How to
different-
come up. Yeah, you can cut How. You can get. I think. Can Gladion show up?
I
can't
think
remember.
Gladion, the Team Skull girl, whose name I can't forget. In Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, you can get Lucamine to challenge you. Actually.
Well, no, my favorite one is early on in the game there was like a youngster who said he was going to become champion and he worked really hard. He actually is one of the characters that can show up in this.
Really?
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
that's
cute.
cute.
That's great. I like that.
Yeah. In Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, though, you don't fight Kukui the first time, you fight Hao. Which I honestly don't think works as good. I like the remix of his battle theme, which is like hard rock version of his normal rival theme, but I think that fighting Kukui is a more satisfying ending as opposed to fighting Hao, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
'Cause
can see
We've
that.
had
And you fought Hal millions of times already.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like...
I mean, we literally fought him on the way in here.
I do think they cut that fight if you're playing Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but you also fight
Yeah.
Necrozma on the way up anyway, so the
Yeah.
role has basically been filled there for like mid.
Gotta say though, kind of wish he was wearing his luchador mask.
The
Just-
Masked
I don't know.
Royal.
And he actually has the other starter that you didn't pick, so he actually has
Yeah.
the one that's strong against you, which is cool.
Was there any given explanation as to why they had to cut the Professor Oak battle?
Probably time or
Time and size, probably.
because I don't know if it would really
Well,
be.
no, I think part of it is still in the game.
Oh, it's still in the game. You just have to use
Hack
like the
it.
Muglish to activate it.
Because there's
Yeah.
no extra graphics. Professor Oak's trainer sprite is the same sprite that they use at the beginning of the game, where he's like, "Welcome
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
world of Pokemon" and whatnot. I guess they just couldn't think of a good way to add him into the game. Like, where would you fight him or whatever?
Also, his Pokemon
That would be some
team
shit. It's like
is-
right before he puts you in the Hall of Fame. It's like, nope, I lied. Lol.
Elite
Also-
6.
Also, his Pokemon team is a bit ridiculous.
Well, as a final boss, I think it should be like that.
Yeah, I forget what Oak's team is supposed to be in Gen 1, other than he has
Well,
the other starter.
The unused starter, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
But I prefer the champions that have the mix of types. It's either like the mix of types or like in earlier gens I'm okay with Lance because at that point dragons are really hard to deal with. So that's fitting for a final boss. Although he only has like 3 dragons and they're all the same dragon.
Seeing Lance as the champion also was interesting because it provided a sense of continuity. This guy who was previously an elite has actually moved up in the world and become the champion.
Yeah, it's implied he actually did beat Red to do it.
Yeah, although part of why he's doing the champion business is because Red can't be bothered to because he's too busy hanging out on his mountain. So
he's too busy being Luke Skywalker. Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Drinking tank milk.
Professor Oak's team in Gen 1, as intended, was a level 66 Tauros.
Oh, those are the highest levels in the game.
Wait.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wait. They reference that in the anime, don't they? He's got like a bajillion Tauruses.
Oh no, that's right. That's Ash. Ash has all the
Ash
Tauruses.
has the
They just run him over all the time and stuff. Cause
he's probably borrowing one of them. Anyway, he has a level 67 Executor, level 68 Arcanine, level 69 Starter that was left behind, and then level 70 Gyarados.
Wait, that's not a full team. That's only 5.
Yeah, it's only 5.
Huh.
And that's also a lot of overlap with Gary, I think, is the thing.
They probably, I think it probably was unfinished is the thing. They probably threw a couple.
Those might have been like placeholder mon.
Yeah, basically. Because there aren't really an awful lot of other choices for really strong like fire types or anything like that. So, yeah.
At least regarding ones you've, not already
Although,
fought.
if I think about it, wasn't the condition that when Oak challenges you when you complete your Pokedex, right?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
The intention might have been either that or
Holy hell.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's
Alola
Alola
Ninetales is really cool.
I love Alola Ninetales.
It's a nice fight. It's nice fairy, so.
It's also, so Alola Ninetales is just objectively better than Alola Sandslash, for the record.
Yeah.
Not only does it look better, its type is just better. So.
I was half expecting, if Ninetales had an Alolan form, it would be some kind of really loud Naruto reference, but
Nope.
no, they went the opposite direction.
And Kukui is down.
Now he'll never become the Masked Royal ever again.
Unmasked him on stage. I do like Kukui, though.
Kukui, I think, is one of the best professors, I think. If only because he's one of the only ones with an established personality. So, that helps.
Yeah, basically everyone Oak gets the benefit of being in the anime a lot.
Yeah, and he's also kind of the classic, is the thing.
He's got grandfather claws. So.
Yeah.
Gramps claws.
Yeah, that's right, Gramps claws, sorry.
I am so disappointed, though, that at Gen 6 didn't have an S team, so it could be Gramps, so we can fulfill our conspiracy theories. You have Team Galactic, Team Rocket, Team Aqua, Team Magma, Team Plasma, Gramp. Just needed one to start with S, so we could have Gramps, and then Oak could have been the true mastermind.
No, but Team Skull is S, so now it's Gramps. Gramps.
Okay, so explain to me, because after I beat Sun and Moon, I did some of the post-game stuff, and that's about it. I didn't do everything in the game. Now, you can defend your title as
much as you want,
as champ, but how does that work?
It's just a different person. You beat the Elite Four, you fight the same 4 members again, and when you go up and sit on the chair, a different person will challenge you. It's random. I don't know if it goes in a cycle. Eventually, you will fight different people again.
You see, I thought it'd be like, someone just calls you up and saying, "Look, your position is being challenged. You need to come."
No. You know what? That would have been cool, a la the gym refights in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, where you can call people and re-challenge them there. That would have been neat.
Yeah.
But no, it's just you basically just get a different champion fight every time you come in. So.
It gives you a little bit more reason to actually do it, but...
It's still one of the best way to get money in the game, although Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon literally gives you, I think, $2 million once you beat Rainbow Rocket.
Yeah. This game also gives you a free million once you do the actual
it does?
Game, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Looker just gives it to you.
All right. Yeah. You're given 55 big nuggets when you beat Team Rainbow Rocket. So, yeah.
Look at all my balls. You need to stop polishing balls. I can't. Balls are on fire!
Well, the fire Pokemon are inside of the balls.
Dun dun dun! So we won the day, because we're awesome.
Yeah. And there's
Still
still
no
a half an
emotion.
hour of ending cutscenes left. I love Sun and Moon, but the ending takes forever.
And most of it is just everyone nodding going, good job, Sun Guy.
Yeah.
Hey, do you experience any sort of emotion?
Only in
just-
pre-rendered cutscenes.
So roughly like, I think 5
2 or
minutes
3
over
times.
the course of my life, I will experience emotion.
It feels like if they were gonna spend so much time on the ending, like make the ending so long and drawn out, they probably should have integrated it better with the actual main plot.
I think, yeah.
Nope, it's literally just everyone coming and saying, good job, Sun Guy.
I mean, there is one cool thing about it, which we will show off in a bit, but that's also somewhat annoying, an annoying aspect about it at the same time. I don't think we
Because you
even...
can't fucking save.
Yeah, I don't think we even... Do we do that in this part, Ryan?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll talk about it.
Well, no, we can talk about it now.
Okay, not like there's much else going on. You're right.
Yeah, so basically, after the cutscene ends, you go straight into a battle with one of the Tapus, one of the legendaries of this game. You have no opportunity to save ahead of time.
And your
So if
champion
you
team is not your legendary catching team, for the record.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Tapu Koko is an asshole. Pretty much.
Do they fix that in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon?
There's just no legendary there. You just don't do the fight until...
You just don't do the fight at all.
If
Yeah.
I remember correctly.
I think so. I only played through the game once.
No, there's no fight there at all. Because
Okay.
you have to walk there yourself, I remember. Because...
You're right, because I realized everyone hated that.
Yeah, I remember because on the way to catch Tapu Koko, I ran into Lily where I had to catch Lunala again. So,
Oh, yeah.
because she's just kind of standing there, and they're like, oh, right, we should have you catch the legendary Pokemon at some point. Oh, let's just put it here. Yeah, okay. Sure. All right. I do like how this this ending does establish, though, is that this game's cast is extremely memorable. Like, I think that the
Everybody dance now.
Yeah, but this is the
And then there's Nanu.
this is the best set of gym leaders quotation marks in the series since like Gen 1, I think, easily.
Yeah, there's a lot of personality to them, even if a few of them aren't necessarily necessary to anything.
Yeah, well, a lot of them, like, the thing is that for almost all of them, you see them doing other stuff outside of just standing in the gym and waiting people to be challenged, you know? There's optional encounters with almost everybody, and their personalities shine through in that way. Again, like, not most of them aren't deep characters, but they're memorable, which is the most important thing, in my opinion, because it's not like each individual gym leaders needs a dark and edgy backstory.
Well,
you know?
the other aspect of that is a lot of them can probably pop up as potential challengers if you redo the Elite Four, right?
At least Sophocles can, if I remember correctly. There are optional fights with a lot of them though for other reasons. If you do post game stuff, you can learn how they throw their Pokeballs and then use their style in online battles. So that's something. I think the thing is that they're more than just a boss fight that's standing there and then you immediately forget about. Is the big thing, because a lot of the gym leaders in the series sort of feel like that, and one of the only
I couldn't tell you most of the gym leaders in Gen 3 and 4, really.
Yeah, and one of the only reason why the Gen 1 gym leaders get off from that is A, they have character development by way of being in Gen 2 again, and B, grandfather clause, like we were talking about with Oak. They're old, and so, they kind of get that.
And the nostalgia also.
Yeah.
Well, they
that
also
kind of
have
goes hand in hand.
They also have the anime.
Yeah, they also have the anime. The other gym leaders do have anime episodes.
Which is
the
to say,
anime most
I'm
people
sh-
know is the...
Old
Which is
people,
to say,
we should
I'm sure is
like
not
us.
I'm sure is not the case with those that grew up when, say, their first Pokemon was Gen 3 or Gen 4. Like, I'm sure they remember those gym leaders as such, just as well as we remember Brock, Misty, and Sabrina and all that sort of
Yeah,
thing.
but
Well,
our
when I
nostalgia is
say-
better than their nostalgia.
When I say they have,
That I will agree.
when I say they have the anime, I mean like the first two gym leaders are main characters of the anime, and then you get stuff like Sabrina's crazy pants plotline in the anime. I really don't know what the hell.
Well, because I think they had nothing to go with the video game. In the video game, I have psychic powers. I don't like battling. I'm a gym leader for some reason.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Surge is also 8 foot tall for some reason.
Although, oddly enough, the anime doesn't actually even show Giovanni. All of his character development is in the game. His anime counterpart might as well be Dr. Claw from...
Yeah, it's interesting where that's like the one instance where the anime gives a character less development. But you know, it's also, I think, something that we need to mention is that Pokemon has always been popular in these years, but like people who might have have been growing up with the series in the 2000s and don't remember / weren't there for the 90s, you don't understand. Pokemon wasn't just popular back then; it was nonsense.
It was the pop culture thing at the time.
It was a sensation.
It was even your parents knew what Pokemon was.
Yes. And every Pokemon was Pikachu.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Except
for Pikachu itself, that was Electric Rat.
Yeah. Just like every console is a Nintendo console.
Yeah.
Yep.
All of them.
You know, but yeah, it was fucking gargantuan in the late 90s.
Yeah. So, that's why it's not just because it's the first game. Pokemon Gen 1 is literally, if you put all the consoles all the versions together, I think the only games that outsell it are Super Mario Brothers 1 and Wii Sports. I think
my favorite part of pop culture sensations is when parents say that it has a satanic ritual.
Oh yeah,
those are all over the place because it had evolution in it. There for all the fundamental.
Yeah, it's every single one though. Harry Potter had it. Pokemon had it. They'll find a way to make it satanic if it's popular.
Oh yeah, all them Japanese cartoons had it.
Oh, somebody had to try this again.
Yep.
Oh, you.
Oh, that had to suck.
You? Oh no, wait. You just killed it. Okay.
Yeah, I accidentally killed it, so I just skipped through it.
Yeah. Okay. But you can go and catch it again. I don't think you even need to beat the Elite Four this time.
No, you just need to come back with something.
Yeah, because in a lot of the other games, if you kill a legendary, the way to respawn it is beating the Elite Four again. I don't know why that's the case. That's just how it's been.
But yeah, I accidentally killed it, so I just...
Because you don't kill it, it just faints, so it needs some time to recuperate.
I accidentally made it faint, so I just skipped that fight entirely, because no point showing it then.
Yeah, we'll catch it later, then, I assume.
Yep. See you later, Tapakoku. Back to the party, anyway.
Wow, this party sucks. Nobody even brought ships, what the hell?
Yeah, where's all the drugs?
We left.
We were literally throwing Pokeballs at that thing for 2 hours and nobody noticed.
It's the Master Royal.
Oh my gosh!
We need to go get Professor Kukui. He's his biggest fan.
Yeah, we can get an autograph and pictures of them together.
Now, where is he?
Lol, he's using a Meowth, not a big Pokemon. Har har har.
Oh, Rastroil, you're so stupid.
And then it lifts up an entire mountain. Oh, shit.
You know, this would have been a charming scene if the animation wasn't so goddamn limited.
We get it, Game.
Game, we knew that a while ago.
Yeah, but Burnett didn't. For a genius with multiple PhDs, she can be kind of dim at points.
Well, the D stands for dim.
What's the P?
Well, Lewis found it funny.
What's the P and the H stand for?
I don't know. Don't think too hard about it. You don't have a PhD, you wouldn't understand.
You don't either.
No, I don't. I'm never saying I did.
So it stands for paint huffing dimwit then. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, we are using that from now on for smartasses who think they're better than anybody. They got a PhD.
Oh, I know. Then that means that that means that we should all have PhDs because we think we're smarter than everyone. I mean, we are, but that's besides the point.
Now, I sort of get what this ending is trying to go for, where everyone's having their little Ewok party and all, but
Yup.
Yeah, yep.
The animation and the cinematography, it's all a little too limited to really bring life to that.
It also goes on way too long.
Because it's not even just the party, you have to realize.
God damn it, Lily. God damn it, dolls, just kiss already.
Well, I would like this kind of drawn out, social scene montage thing if it was more than people nodding at you and smiling.
Good job, son
waving
guy.
occasionally.
I think you should have been able to interact with the party, Chrono Trigger style. I think that would have been
a really good idea.
Yeah, and then
Would have made up
people
for the
who
lack of presentation flair.
yeah,
And then you get arrested later on for kidnapping Lily.
yeah, basically. And then people also wouldn't complain about it being too long because you could skip all the dialogue if you're boring.
And back to the title theme.
Excellent.
Because everything has to be bookended.
It is a good theme, though.
Yeah. Yes, use my proper title. Bow to me, peasants.
Yeah, show off your partners that we're not going to be able to show on screen because even though we have overworld models of every single Pokemon, we're not going to use them. Yeah, that's the thing. They've got overworld walking and running models for every single Pokemon. So Pokemon following was supposed to be a thing and then not got cut because Game Freak hates fun. Because that's like the best feature ever. And it's
in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, yeah.
Yeah, it's only technically in 2 games, and in one of those it's just Pikachu. So, yeah, I'm sad.
I do like the thing that Pokemon has always done, which, well, we saw it also in Super Mario Odyssey more recently, where, there's an ending, but there's also the sense that your adventure doesn't necessarily have to end. You can keep on going.
Yeah, that's always been, I think, one of the... And so Conrad Veidt's Island Challenge came to an end. Okay. Alright. Cool.
Now go and rest our heroes.
Yeah, but that's one thing I do. One thing I hate in a video game is when they don't let you save after you beat it, and then when you load up the save again, you're right in front of the final boss.
Fallout 3.
Because Paper Mario does that. And
Okay, Fallout 3... Okay, here's the thing. Fallout 3 had an ending where you would inevitably die, basically. You had sort of a choice, of sacrificing yourself or telling someone else to do it, or telling someone who could do it without dying to do it, and being told no, because destiny, I guess. And everyone fucking hated it. They actually had to add in one of the DLC the option to continue the game. So even if you sacrifice yourself now, you wake up in the Brotherhood headquarters and can continue the game in the post game that didn't exist before.